On this episode of Spyder Garage, it's Nathaniel's birthday, and he got his driver's license. Let's go see him. Being too disruptive. You want to preserve your gift wrap back here, never put in the back of the lawn.
Gift bag.
Right. Okay, first of all, happy birthday.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, here's your card.
Thanks.
It's so windy out there.
Hey, was it breezy all the time or just now that you guys stopped?
Now check it out. I customized it. Look at the front. Look at the car.
Oh my god.
Even the car here.
Yep.
All right, that's first. All right, this is from Grammy and Granddad.
Okay.
This is my parents.
Yep.
All right.
That's a pocket. Oh no, that's a card.
Dun dun dun.
Well, I should have given you a pocket. I should have given you my pocket
I'm not
knife.
birthday boy.
Uh-oh.
I haven't seen
Someone's coming here looking official.
Oh no, here comes the band director.
Oh no.
Somebody's birthday today.
I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, oh, there's peanuts. Great.
Oh boy.
I only wear mine for special occasions.
Oh, look at that. I kind of
Oh,
knew
look
that
at that.
actually.
Yeah, I might have told them that actually.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
They might have had a hint. All right, hold on. Let's see. This one's next.
That's an order. Okay.
There is an order to this. All right, this one's from me. Well, the rest of it's from me.
Got it.
All right, so this one
Cool.
makes sense.
Yep, it does.
Remember when you were building the motor and you couldn't even get the main caps broken loose because your ratchet was so short and you had no
Yeah.
leverage? It's a good Craftsman long ratchet there.
There you go.
And hold on, there's an order. That one's last.
How would you put it on? All right.
I don't know. Let's hold this down. All right, now this is actually not from me, but you'll know who it was from as soon as you open it.
Yeah,
This one's very special.
I gotta guess.
Yeah, I bet you do. He's very anxious to see your response to this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you need me to take your bag?
Oh yeah.
You got it? All right.
Okay. You got to have an expression of whatever you're supposed to have on this.
Oh, where's that knife? You can go ahead and do this.
Okay, back.
Yeah, got the box, not anybody else.
I'm staring.
Right? All right.
Boy.
I'm going to apologize ahead of time. There is a lot of protecting on this, but do you have any idea what it is?
A little bit.
A little bit. Here. I'll take the box.
Okay, cool.
Now be careful, there's two things there in that wrapping, so they may fall out. Okay.
Frame it or something.
Right.
Ah,
You got bubble wrap.
boy.
Take from the back, you can pull it off.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. There you go. All right, you definitely got to
that's
hold this
cool.
one up.
Aw, that's cool actually.
All right, so
What's that?
for those watching at home, this is actually supposed to be what his car looks like after we get it painted.
Yeah.
So, and you know who that did that, right?
I'm gonna guess Matt? I don't know.
No. Remember Phil from Hot Rod Power Tour in the pickup truck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Phil did this.
Oh, okay.
He's a graphic artist.
I forgot it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Ah, that's cool.
he wanted to do this for you. He actually came to me and said, "Hey, would you mind if I did this for you?" And I'm like,
That's
"Heck
cool.
yeah, dude."
That's cool.
And here, take a look. You put in a bunch of Easter eggs in this.
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, Future Ken here. I just wanted to splice this in to give Phil, the graphic artist that did this rendering, his due. I wanted to show you where it was set up in Nathaniel's room as well, right next to Imperial Beach Dad's cardboard rendering he did of his. And then you can see right there as well, he's got all of his Monza memorabilia and other things that mean a lot to him. So I wanted to tell you more about Phil. Phil was one of those online friends that you talked to for a while and then finally got to meet while on Power Tour. And the cool thing about it was that Phil and his dad were also on a father-son adventure. So he rolled around with us for much of the tour and we really became great friends and got to know a lot about each other. And Phil had come to me sometime before that actually asking if it was okay if he did this rendering of Nathaniel's car. And of course I said yes. Phil is a self-taught artist. This is actually not his full-time job, but he has branched out and created Phil Puhl Digital Art. He's got a Facebook page that I'll put a link to in the description below, as well as an Instagram page. You can reach out to him at philpuhl@live.com. He does not just cars, which he's most passionate about, but he does signs and logos and things like that as well. He's got a big passion for the automotive industry. And he just likes having fun with it. He does it because he loves it. And if you look at some of his other work, as I'm showing you this right now, you understand that he's good. And if this is just a hobby of his, then man, he's going to go far. So if you want a rendering of your car, I highly suggest you give Phil a call or a logo or a sign. And I can't recommend him enough. Okay, back to regular programming. I'll show you the rest of it later.
All right, cool.
So that's from Phil. And then he decided to do this just as an extra thing.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can hang that on your wall in the bedroom. Sorry about all the tape.
That's cool.
So he did a Spider-Man thing for you.
Neat. That's cool.
And the plastic wrap comes off, obviously. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, so
Probably not littered.
this is what your car is going to look like when it's painted, right?
Yeah.
You notice anything on here that you don't have
No. But,
besides the paint?
that's it. Oh boy.
All right, so I'll ask you. Lost the knife. Here you go. There you go. It's did?
I think so.
All right.
Alright,
Well, we'll open up and we'll see.
I wrote the tape. So that's cool.
Yep. That's
Nice.
it. So these are the
Actual decals.
The actual decals
Yeah.
for his car. Once we painted black. These are not factory colors. So you had to have these custom made.
Oh.
So I worked with Chris and Nathan over at Stencils. I'm sorry, actually, I almost said the wrong name. I worked with Chris and Nathan over at Phoenix Graphics, and gave them this idea a few months ago.
Yeah.
And they printed it. They did it.
Nice.
But they first had me pick out what color red I wanted. So
Yeah.
they sent me a sample of all the reds. Do you know that there's 74 different colors of red?
At least.
And they sent me like a 3-foot-long color sample, 2 wide, of different reds.
Oh, that's like multiple. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll hold this to stripes if you want. Check out your Spyder on the hood.
Oh, that's cool.
Check it out, dude.
Oh, wow.
That's what we drew in with those pins for markers.
Oh, that's cool.
And you see the white accents. It's kind of hard to see on the white backdrop, but
A little bit.
imagine that on a black car.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be cool.
yeah.
There you go.
That's cool.
So,
How do I wrap this?
just roll it up. Just leave it back there. Let it go. If you let go of it, it'll roll up. We'll get it later.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, happy birthday. So you surprised?
A little bit.
Yeah. Pin
We're going to
station.
be there. It's not like we're not going to be there.
Right.
Oh, you guys coming too?
Yeah, they're coming too.
Is that
We're gonna
okay?
share a cake.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, you're driving.
Ooh, did you get your license today?
I did.
Gotta shut this. All right, we had one last surprise, and it's right here in the car. Figured it out.
Yeah.
We're not going camping this weekend. We're going to Roadkill Nights.
Cool.
That's your tickets.
Got it. Nice.
All right, so I gotta get this car fixed tomorrow. A couple things on it, because we got about a 6.5, 7-hour road trip.
What do you need to fix?
It's leaking transmission fluid.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get the one tire that's leaking fixed.
Yeah.
Just minor things. I mean, we're not gonna
Hold that.
fix the fact that it's
Missing.
fouling plugs and missing.
Yeah. I thought
We're just
I thought
gonna-
you meant that for a second. I was
No,
like,
no, we're just gonna go up
That's
there
fine,
on
I'm
6 or
not
7
trying.
cylinders and just send it.
So did you know all along we weren't going camping, or did you just figure that out?
It was kind of a last minute thing.
Got it.
We were gonna go camping at one time, and then we weren't. But I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm saying, roll your window up.
Yep, gonna have to.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yep. Everything's gonna come flying up here. Oh, it's hot up here.
Yeah.
Woo! And we got cake for dessert.
Yeah.
You just set off the alarm of that car.
What?
This loud car just set off the alarm that you just drove past.
What?
Yeah,
How does that work? What?
that's exactly what happened. Well, because loud noises will do that.
What?
That's so funny.
I guess.
That's a first.
I didn't know that could happen.
Oh yeah, it's a thing. Oh yeah, you got a green light. Hit it. Sweet. I hope that cake hasn't melted back there. All right, you know you got to park where you can see your car, right?
Yeah.
Rule number 1.
Yep.
All right, let's go eat.
Well, I can.
Are you gonna torture the spider?
Oh, excuse me.
That's alright. No, I don't have to play that.
Oh, thank you.
No, okay, thank you.
We did, yeah. You probably don't get too much of that. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Well, that was fun.
Yep.
We just celebrated a birthday at Penn Station with 3 of your best friends and another dad.
Yep.
Now we're on our way back to school. Our time today is pretty short.
All right.
Awesome. They just sang happy birthday to Nathaniel as we walk back out to the marching field here. All right, time to go home. That was pretty awesome. Very successful night. I only got to see him for an hour and a half, but that's all it took. He, quite predictably, was a little uneasy opening stuff in front of his friends, but that's fine. I told him he'll thank me in 20 years when this is all over, and he'll look back on this and remember this day. So he liked the gifts. He loved them. Some of you may look at this and go, well, he doesn't really react much to that. That's just Nathaniel. Believe me, he does love it. He's excited. That's just the way he is. You guys remember what it was like to be 16, so he loved the gifts. Phil, thank you so much for that awesome rendering, and to my parents for the tools as well. And for the rest of you guys for watching, thanks for watching this episode. Thanks for helping us celebrate a momentous day and an awesome occasion. And for those of you that had been paying attention, I didn't film it, but he wanted to know how much that I was going to charge him for the car, and I'll let you guys in on that. For those who didn't know, I made a deal with Nathaniel 2 years ago when he wanted to build this car that he was not going to get it for free, that I wouldn't tell him how much I was going to charge him for the car until his 16th birthday, and that's today. So he ran out to the field, remembered that I didn't say anything to him about it, came running back. He's like, hey, Dad, so how much am I going to pay for the car? How much are you going to charge me? And the deal I had with him 2 years ago was this. I told him that you need to learn the value of money. You need to learn the value of hard work. Heck, even at this age, delayed gratification is a great lesson. And I said, you are going to work for this, and it's going to take a while. But I said, the more you work on this car and the harder you work, the more sweat equity you pour into the car, the cheaper it gets. Now, he knew about how much we've got into this car. I'm not going to say out loud, but it's a few thousand. Pretty cheap for building a car like this, but still it was not inexpensive, especially considering that we didn't have a budget for this car. And in the end, because he put so much work into the car, I told him that he could have it for $500. That's the same amount of money I paid for my car when I was 16. Not even including inflation over 30-some years, he's still paying the same amount, which is a great deal, and he deserves that, but he's still going to pay it. I also told him that he's not allowed to go into his savings account to pay for it. He's got to make payments to me. He's got a little bit of cash in his room. He'll give me some of that. The rest of it he'll work to pay off, because I want him to learn that lesson as well. And in a few months he'll probably have the car paid off. I know some of you out there may disagree with me on that. Others of you out there, I'm sure, understand, especially if you got kids, that this is a lesson that he needs to learn now, because that's just the way life works. Things are not free. You need to appreciate what you have, work hard for what you have, and the harder you work for something, the more you do appreciate it. And Nathaniel has put a lot of effort and a lot of work into this car, and I'm so proud of him. So $500 I thought was a fair amount. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm watching Nathaniel march on the field right here, right now. I need to get home. And we'll see you guys next time with another episode. Take care.